Hello guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. I know this is a very random video. This was not in my schedule list at all. Okay, I just wanted to film a video because I just wanted to talk about something, I just wanted you guys to hear about it, and I also just wanted to be like very real and just talk about a situation that happened to me because it's my situation that I was in. Okay, I can talk about it if I want to, and the reason why I'm saying that specifically is because there's probably some people who are gonna see this that were involved in the story, and they're gonna be like, why the hell is she still talking about this? Why is she still talking about this? Because I can. Mic drop. Cringe. Pick up the mic. That was so cringy, but yeah, because I can, honestly, because I very much can. And I'm gonna be looking down a little bit because I have my notes written down on the story time here. Okay, but yeah, and also disclaimer again, I was not able to fix my my alarm, my fire alarm, because it wasn't fixing. I'm gonna get, yeah, see, exactly. Trust me, somebody's gonna come and look at it though, and then hopefully by the next video it still will not be here. Okay, hopefully it won't be here, I pray. But yeah, so, and also on top of this, this is gonna be probably a series. Hopefully I'm gonna be telling more of my story times, a few of those being when I got kicked out of my house. Okay, I aged 14. I was either 14 or 15, I don't remember. And yeah, I was not kicked out because I was a bad kid, guys. I was not kicked out because I was a bad kid. I was kicked out of the house because I was just kicked out of the house. Okay. I'll explain that if you guys end up wanting to hear that story time. And I'm being honest, like, none of the stories I tell on this channel are gonna be fake stories, unless it's stories like sent in by someone else. Yeah, what was that? Unless it's a story time sent in by someone else, I'm telling you right now, my stories are not fake. We don't do fake stuff around here. Nothing is fake. Okay, to get into this video of how I figured out that low-key the guy I wanted to get to know and low-key was talking to was probably DL, is through this, right? Mind you, the reason why I'm saying probably was DL or probably is DL is because of the fact that it's not me simply saying this. Literally everybody in the school was saying this about him. Okay, literally everybody in the school was saying this. This is not just me thing. I'm not pulling this out of my ass, bro. I'm being dead ass. Like, every person in that school was saying that he is DL, and he also slapped a girl. So come on now. He slapped a girl after I stopped talking to him. Okay, guys, please. I was not talking to a guy who slaps women. It was not during my time. Okay, so keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. So you tell me if you think he's DL or not. Okay, you tell me after I've just told you that. But anyways, yeah, so this happened back in primary. Secondary school. This happened in secondary school, right? I knew him for a while. Like, I knew him since like year 8 or something like that. We were acquaintances, and then we close. Like, over time we became friends. And this is my makeup, by the way. This is powder. But yeah, over time we became closer and stuff like that. And because he was in one of my lessons, like, constantly, we would obviously sit next to each other and talk and stuff, right? So cool. The reason why I'm calling this video, probably I'm gonna call it Two Man from Hell, is because around that same time my best friend was also talking to a guy as well, right? We were telling each other, being like, oh bro, just like, let's just talk to some guys and just see where it goes, because we're low-key trying to get into relationships, low-key not. We just wanted like something for the plot, and this was during winter time, so we were trying to have like a canon event or something like that, right? So what happened is that she found a guy that she was really into. His name is gonna be Cringe, because to me he's just cringy in my opinion. So she was into Cringe and she started pursuing Cringe, right? And I used to be friends with Cringe, so I put her on to Cringe, and then after that she started getting to know him more and etc, right? Cool. So her and Cringe, they didn't really go anywhere. Like, she ghosted him because she told me, saying that like, oh, like, I'm just not into him. He was just moving weird a little bit, in the sense that like a few of the things, or he would be saying, a few of the stuff that he would be saying, it was like, she was just saying that it's just not her cup of tea. So she ended up not speaking to him anymore, right? And then with me, what ended up happening, because it was meant to be a two-man in the sense that like we wanted to go on double dates. That's what I mean by two-man. I'm not talking about getting freaked out. I'm talking about two-man as in like, oh, like a cute little double date situation. That's what we expected it to to be like, to turn out. It never turned out to that. It never. So yeah, now back into my situation. So I knew him for a while, and then I told her, I was like, oh, you get with so and so, and then I'll get with my one. My one was called Speed. I'm gonna call him Speed. His name is not really Speed. I'm just gonna call him Speed, right? So I started talking to Speed more often on like Snapchat and stuff, right? And then when we started talking more often, I don't know, like his friends started coming up to me like, oh, does anyone in your friend group like him? I was like, no one likes him like that. No, it's not that type of thing. They were like, okay, cool, like, cool. And I was like, yeah. Just lying my ass off, right? Because why would I tell you guys that? The fuck? Why would I tell you? But yeah, so I was like, no, nobody likes him, etc. They were like, okay, cool. And then we started talking more often. Mind you, previously, the reason why I even went for him in the first place was because my friend was telling me like, oh, Zamda, I think he's into you. It will be an easy catch. Just go for it. Plus, I low-key see chemistry. And I was like, okay, cool. That's the whole reason why I went for him. Even though people were saying that he was gay, I was just like, no, you guys are just blowing out of proportion. Like, just because a guy does not fit into your standards of masculinity, you want to say he's gay, right? I was like, that's extra. Not knowing what I was gonna get myself into. Every time we would talk on messages, on like Snap, it would always be such a good convo. Like, the convo was going good. Like, he would ask me questions, I would ask him questions. It was just a great convo. Also, my notes are on here. So every time, like, we'll talk like every day, nearly every day. And then we went into half term. The half term was 3 weeks long, right? 3 weeks long. And the reason why it was 3 weeks long was because afterwards we had a mock exam. Well, not a mock exams, because we're in year 10 at this point. So I was meant to have studied myself. I was meant to study. I did not study because I was too busy trying to impress him. Too busy trying to impress. 2 weeks in, I texted him. I was like, hey, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm interested in you. I was like, okay, I'll give you my response tomorrow. Low-key princess. But the next thing now comes along, a whole day passes. Tell me why I get a response. Not even a response. It was not even him. I get a freaking, like, you know how Snapchat airs people out, yeah? It told me like, oh yeah, Speed is basically screen recording your chat right now. He's doing what? He's doing what? It said Speed is recording your chat right now. I was like, oh. Trust, I went up there and I was blocked, because who do you think you are? Who do you actually think you are? I was like, there's no way this is real right now. I blocked him, simple. And then one of the girls that he was friends with texted me. She's like, oh, why did you block Speed? Like, why did you block him? Unblock him now and just like let him explain. I was like, okay. I unblocked him. He now texts me. He's like, immediately, why did you block me? What's it called? Don't you ever block me again? I was like,
I beg your pardon.
The fuck? Trust, I blocked him again. Like, we can turn this into the block Olympics. I don't care. Trust, I will be winning that shit, bro. I blocked him again. Cause why are you coming at me so aggressive? Like, are you mad? Are you mad? Are you actually mad? Are you stupid? Like, and then I blocked him again. And then all of a sudden I get added into the group chat. This group chat. When I saw that I was added, I was like, I shouted. I was like, what is this? What's actually going on? And then they started going off on me in the group chat. Like, mind you, it was 3 girls. 3 girls, and then it was him. And I think one of his other guy friends, I never remember. But a lot of people he was friends with were girls, right? So that's why another reason why people were saying that he was low-key DL.
You don't find that suspicious?
Yeah. So he started going off of me like, how dare you block me? Unblock me right now. How dare you tell me saying that you like me, and then the next day you're gonna block me and you can't even wait for my response? What if I told you saying that I liked you back? Yada yada yada. I'm like,
I feel you need to calm down.
Is it ever that serious? Like, and then I was like, no, because you're weird. Like, why were you screen recording the chat? And then he was like, I wasn't even screen recording. Snapchat told me you was. Who is lying? The machine or you? Because I know it's not the machine. Like, what? Like, oh, I was like, oh my god, bro. Like, if you're gonna lie, at least make sure that it's freaking real. Like, at least realistic or something. Don't just be lying to just lie. Don't lie, just lie. From a liar to another liar, bro. I know when people are lying. Like, I have expertise in this shit, bro. Come on now, don't piss me off. And then I remember I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. And then they now start going off of me again, talking about, oh, you're such a gold digger, you're a gold digger. I was like, how am I a gold digger? They're now saying, oh yeah, because of basically the reason why I'm a gold digger was because the day that I started, the day after I started talking to him more often, we were in like a class together, right? We were always in that class together. He's sitting beside me. He's now saying that, oh, I'm rich. I'm like, okay, pay for my chicken and chips then if you're rich, right? Mind you, chicken and chips was not more than £1.50 at that time. 2 wings and chips, not more than £1.50. And I'm like, you know, if I'm chopping, my friend needs to chop too. Like, my best friend needs to eat if I'm eating. Like, what? And then I told him, like, okay, pay for my best friend too then. And then he was like, okay, fine. After school, wait for me. I was like, okay, cool. After school now comes. We're now waiting. He now comes. He now buys us the chicken and chips, 2 boxes. Not more than £2 or £3. And I'm a gold digger because of the fact that he bought me chicken and chips. I told them, like, you guys, do you actually have class? Like, I literally told them, I was like, did I hold a gun up to his head for him to buy me chicken and chips? Like, what are we talking about right now? They're like, no, but still. But yeah, I'm the gold digger. I wish I was joking. Tiny chicken and chips, 3 wings. Oh my god, 3 wings and chips, you're complaining. Like, can we actually get a grip? Like, can we actually get a grip in life? Like, I was like, bro, you guys have to be joking. Like, this is not real. I actually left that group chat, bro. And mind you, when I was even in that group chat, tell me why I was on the phone with my best friend, right? And I was also texting on Snap with my phone. So I was like, you know what, I'll call you, I'll keep you on my phone, and then I'll go on Snap on my laptop, right? I switched to my laptop. Why are they now yelling at me? Like, why are you switching to your laptop? What are you doing? The fuck? Are you my dad? Like, can I please understand? Are you my father? So end of story. I ended up blocking all of them, whatever. And then the next week we had school, right? The next week we had school. Wait, the next week, I think I told him on the 3rd week. I don't even remember about one of them either. Whatever. The next week I knew we had school on Monday. And on Monday we had PE. Me and my best friend, we had PE. He was in my PE class. And my best friend's but like the guy that she was trying to go after, that she ghosted, was also in PE on that day. The one that she blocked. Not blocked, she didn't even block him, she just ghosted him. We were so scared, we were shitting ourselves. I was so scared. I did not want to go into school on that day. Because I knew nothing good was gonna come up, bro. Nothing good was gonna come up out of me going to school on that day. And mind you, PE was not even the only lesson I had with him. I was like, I could not do it. Fast forward, I actually ended up going to school, so like I ended up going. And on that day, thank God for my best friend, her situation did not come to school, right? I think he deliberately did not want to come to school, but anyways, he did not make it to school. And then my one did. He ended up coming to school, and do you know what happened? So basically, well, you obviously don't know, but basically, I had this friend that I stopped being friends with. She was one of my closest friends, like super close. Like, I knew her for years. Like, best friend title. I stopped being friends with her and my other friend. So I told them, like, oh, I can't be a friend anymore, but it's cool though. When we see each other in the hallway, we can always say hi to each other. It's not that serious, right? They were like, okay, cool. So on that day, you know what he did? He's so annoying. Like, let's say the bench is back there because we're in the gymnasium, like, you know those UK gymnasiums, one of those, yeah? So the bench that was sitting on the back there, they're sitting up here. The benches are looking at each other like this, right? But obviously there's a bigger gap. Me and my best friend are here, they're here. So me and my best friend are sitting. My ex-best friend is, all of a sudden she wanted to sit on that gymnasium. That bench, out of every bench in the room. Right. So we're just looking at each other, but it's fine, whatever, we're airing it. And then I'm just talking to my best friend here, right? All of a sudden, this guy, he gets up from where he was standing. He goes and deliberately sits next to my ex-best friend, and he starts talking to her. I'm like, okay, weird, but whatever. And then he starts looking at me like this. He picks up his phone. He starts showing her his phone like this. scrolling. Whilst looking at me, I was like, oh my god. Do I have fans now? Do I have IRL fans? Like, what are you guys doing? After PE, I ran to my ex-best friend. I was like, oh, what did he say to you? Like, can you please tell me? She was like, oh, what happened between you guys? She never said anything about what he told her on that day. Never. I completely stopped surrounding myself with those two weird ass people. And basically what even happened afterwards, like, I stopped talking to him, I stopped looking at him, everything. I just like acted as if like he was just not there, and like we never spoke after that, right? But you know how weird he is, because in one lesson in the specific lesson that I told you, saying that the whole chicken and chip situation happened, I'm telling you, the guy would still sit in my vicinity. Like, what the hell are you doing? Because basically it would be my best friend, me, and then this other guy I was friends with, and then him. Every time he would make sure to at least find a spot near us. Like, and it's like, okay, cool, maybe you speak to that girl, but that girl does not like you like that, bro. And every time they would speak, it would be tiny ass freaking conversations, bro. Like, talking about the freaking weather, ass conversations. So it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you're like, what? I was like, whatever, bro. Like, whatever. And he's still, like, every time it would be in the lunch one, let's say it's just me by myself in the lunch line, right? And he's with his friends. He would always be like, oh, you know what I don't like? Girls who do this and this, knowing damn well I do that. Or girls who are this and this, knowing I do that. Like, and he would make sure to yell when I'm behind him. Like, are you actually tapped in the head? Like, are you actually tapped? I just stopped talking to him, and I stopped talking about him. Like, he was goodbye. But yeah, so you tell me if that screams DL or woman hater. I don't know. He was such a weirdo. His whole friend was his whole friend group was weird as shit. Like, they would be talking trash about people but never stand on business. It was a whole situation, but like, that was so weird. I don't care. Come for me. That has been my story time. If you guys want to hear this other story times I have in mine, I have crazy story times. I just can't remember them on the top of my head. If you guys want to hear more story times, tell me. If I'm actually a good storyteller, tell me. But yeah, this has been my story time. It was meant to be short and quick, but it's been longer than short. So yeah, see you guys in the next video.